All right, Jeff Booth standing by to talk about what's ahead this morning, but beyond that is what we're also paying close attention to.
Yes, we are watching out for what is on the way, and it looks like we're going to be getting the threat for a big winter storm that's going to be getting here, affecting the entire state. Looking like some of us just going to be dealing with rain, some of us going to be dealing with a lot of snow, and in the middle of the state going to be dealing with some freezing rain, some snow, some ice pellets. Kind of run the gamut with that. 30 right now. We've dropped to 24 with the wind chill values, and those temperatures are in the low to mid and upper 20s and low 30s, but we have the wind chill values that are a little cooler than that. So just make sure if you're heading out that you're bundling up, because it is going to be a little cold out there. And if you're headed out to work, well, we're going to be dealing with those temperatures that are going to be up to about 40 by lunchtime. Mostly cloudy through the day, 48 for an eventual high, so enjoy it. This is kind of the calm before what we're expecting, calm before the storm. Satellite radar imagery showing those clouds on the way. So let's get to the system that we've been talking about all morning long. So we have a couple of long-range forecast models that we look at. One is from Europe, one is from America. So they're both very good. Now, there are other ones out there that are long-range, but these are the two really reliable ones, the Euro and the GFS. So they're both calling for rain to ice, then snow. They're differing in how much ice we get. So we have the potential to pick up roughly a quarter to a half inch of ice. If we're getting close to that quarter, we're talking about more snow. Getting close to that half, we're talking about less snow. And the Euro is calling actually for a little bit lower snow totals than the GFS. So right now it's looking like, again, quarter to a half inch of ice can't be ruled out. And there are some models calling for about 3 to 6 inches of snow. I'm kind of settling in maybe 2 to 5 because I think we're going to get a little more ice. That's kind of what it looks like now. Again, that will change and could change, so we're going to be watching that. But it does look like we have the chance for significant ice accumulations. Most of it's going to be coming on Thursday. We'll have a little bit as we get on really early Thursday morning, but it really starts to hit as we head on through the day on Thursday, and then tapers off Thursday night into early Friday. And then on top of it, again, it looks like we've got the threat for some plowable snow again in town. I'm kind of trending towards that 2 to 5 inch, but there are some spots that could get 3 to 6. Now, we're talking about some heavy snow as you move up into northwestern Ohio. They look like they're all snow for this event. And if you are kind of just southeast of the city, the broom, maybe the blower will do with that, adjusting to a coating out in the far southeast. They're going to get a little more rain out in the southeast, but one of the things we're going to be dealing with here in town is the fact that regardless of how much snow we get, we're going to, looks like, have a little freezing rain under that. That's always an issue. You could have an inch of snow, and if you have ice under that, it is bad. So we're going to have to watch out for that. And also, too, it's going to rain a whole lot, so we're not going to be able to get out there and pre-treat, well, not me, but the ODOT, they won't be able to get out there and pre-treat the roads because if they throw all that brine on the road, the rain's just going to wash it off. So it's going to be one of those things. Thursday's looking like it's going to be a bit of a mess out there, so just keep that in mind. Stay off the roads if you can. Snow, ice impacts look like they'll be high. Medium with the cold air, very high impacts on travel. Here's kind of what we're looking at with this. You can see as we get on into the day tomorrow, we start to track some steady to heavy rain. Here we have lunchtime, tracking that heavy rain. Getting on into the afternoon, some steady to heavy rain. Notice up in northeast Ohio, though, they're dealing with snow the whole time. Now, or northwest Ohio. Now we get on towards 7 p.m. We're still looking at rain here. Couple of spots in the far northwest starting to pick up some of that steadier snow. This then transitions over to a little bit of sleet and kind of picks up as we head through the morning with some freezing rain, some ice pellets. Notice Columbus kind of right on that line, and that's what's making this a tricky forecast, because if this thing were to push to the east by 20 miles, we'd be talking about a lot of snow. Pushes to the west by 20 miles, we'd be talking about more ice. So we're kind of right on that line, which seems like we always are. I think that Mother Nature likes to keep the Columbus meteorologists on their toes. But yeah, you can see we're going to continue to see that into the day, and that'll lead to some icing. So we're going to deal with some, basically a bit of a mess. If you can, again, stay off the roads on Thursday, I would. And not going to be the end of the world, I'll tell you that right now. But we are definitely going to be looking at a significant weather impact. And it looks like we're at 28 degrees by 9 today, 40 by lunchtime. We're topping out at 48 this afternoon with increasing clouds. And then tonight, mostly cloudy. A few showers can't be ruled out late. We're down to 35. Tomorrow, steady rain to heavy rain at times, very soggy, 42 though, so at least we're back in the 40s. And then, yeah, Groundhog's Day is going to be wet, mild today, wet tomorrow. We have that wintry mess, that threat for that on Thursday again in town. Here, it looks like we're dealing with the threat for some sleet, over to some freezing rain, over to a little ice pellets, and then over to some light to accumulating snow. And then we're going to be very cold. We'll dry out through Friday morning, but cold over the weekend. We're back into the low in the mid 30s as we get on into next week. And looks like we'll be back in the upper 30s by the end of the 10-day. Here's a look at the roads right now. We're going to set on over to